Τι ωραίο νησί. Σαν αυτό που είχαμε στο παράθυρο από το διαμέρισμα. Το fake. Θα μας χτυπήσει το ρανάκι μου από πίσω. Μας κρατάει η θάλασσα. Προσπαθούμε παρόλα αυτά. Έχει βαρέσει και καταιγίδα. Στράβηξε πίσω.
Waking Sarah up for a drunken call was as healthy as my usual cigarette dinner. But I needed this conversation. And something told me she needed it too. Anyway, it was a nice contrast with all these conversations that leave me hungover even when I don't drink.
Και εδώ είμαστε εμείς που καθόμαστε στο αμάξι και το αεροπλανάκι το χάρτινο. Ωραίο loading screen. Κάνει recap τα events.
I shouldn't be driving like this. Seems like the whole city's turning to dust, and I still feel the festive atmosphere. We gather around the fire, sing songs, argue about politics. Thanks to this charade, you've lied to yourself for another year that your life matters. Shit. I have to go home.
Το αμάξι μας το πήραν για service, τι έγινε? Α, όχι, ήρθε μέσα στο σπίτι μας, απλά μάλλον παρκέρνει από μόνο του. You will fall. Μπα, δεν με αφήνει το game να πέσω. Και πάμε στο διαμέρισμα. Μάλλον δεν έχει κάτι εδώ. Το παράθυρο θα μπούμε. Τι έχουμε εδώ? Είχα πάρει τους protestors.
Immediate decontamination. The level of contamination of the shell is alarmingly above all norms.
Σβήνουμε.
I know.
The synchronization test will take place soon. Please do not leave the apartment for the next 24 hours.
Fuck.
Ήπιαμε πολύ.
Where are the fucking drugs?
You already know who the murderer is?
How did I...
Doesn't the hero die at the end?
Yes. But he's trying.
And when will you cuff me?
You want me to cuff you?
Don't you want to?
Βλέπουμε τον ίδιο διάλογο από την αρχή του παιχνιδιού.
If I don't get up from this couch and grab my drugs, I'll die. Drugs should be in the kitchen. Or the restroom. Maybe upstairs.
Στο kitchen δεν βλέπω κάτι. Ας καλέσουμε τον μπάνιο. Μέχρι να έρθει τώρα. Πάμε πάνω. Φύγαμε. Πριν σβήσουμε. Εδώ είναι, εδώ είναι. Κούμποστα. Άδεια.
In ancient cultures, the Moirai were an allegory of destiny. They represented the brutal laws that governed.
Ouch. Έχει κάνει spread παντού. Άδεια. Άδεια. Μας ξεμένει η αμβροσία.
I won't get rid of this hologram unless you take me there. Copy that. I really would love to go there.
Ωραία. Είναι έτοιμο το
You
μπάνιο.
look terrible lately. Try to smile a little. Just a little bit.
Είχε αλλαγμένο τέτοια γινόταν στη Ρέιτσελ. Εδώ, έλα εδώ ήταν γεμάτο. Μας αγκάγιασε κάποιος, μάλλον η Ρέιτσελ. Να γεια σου. Στρώνουμε, στρώνουμε.
Attention! The sync test is ready. Immediately approach the Hestia module.
Για να μας κάνει το τεστ.
Logged. Джέιμς Καρά. Welcome back. I'm starting the synchro test. Please take a deep breath and imagine a safe space. Feel the ground under your feet. Excellent. Very literally, but perfect. Please select a seat.
Μόνο στις αναμνήσεις που παίζαμε baseball. Πάμε για την καλοκαιρινή. Πάμε για αυτήν.
Our own death is a difficult experience that we naturally repress from consciousness. In order to enable smooth functioning in the new body, we need to remember the last moments of our lives and
together face the trauma of the last death. Yes, I know. I'm sorry.
Before we get to the point, please recall the first death.
It was just an injury. I just changed my body. My old shell went to the Hall of Fame. It looks pretty good there.
Please start calibration process. Calibration successful. Thank you. Let's go to the memories. It's time to confront them. Proceed to the next stage. The key to synchronization is the ability to put the past into perspective. Please try to do this. You are at the peak of your abilities and career. Have you thought about buying a Synchro Plus program?
Thanks. I can't afford it.
No worries. Common tests work just as well. Please, continue.
Δεν μπορούμε να το φτάσουμε. Και πέσαμε.
A new body, a new chapter in life?
I had no choice. I didn't synchronize with the new shell like I did with my original.
Positive rate threshold is 80%.
Maybe for you. In sports, a fraction of every percent counts.
Excellent. You found a new purpose in life. Finding yourself in a new reality is a huge challenge.
Turns out I have a knack for this job.
Do you miss your job?
You don't even realize.
Let's move on to the last death event. It seems that the complexity of the trauma will not allow us to continue.
I can handle it.
Synchronization is a process, not an act. Try to isolate minor events using all your senses, or stop and extend the recovery period.
No. I'll remember. I'll get it from my memory. Some shine, grease, burn, and...
Excellent.
Seriously?
Το train accident.
I had a chance to hit it, but my gun jammed, even though I cleaned it the day before.
Who did you want to hit?
All I remember is we were on a mission. Me and Seth. Powerful explosion. I think it derailed the train. My ears were ringing and... Fuck. I don't remember.
What about Seth and the one you were chasing? Can you focus on them?
I'll try. So many bodies. I had to get him. Dispense justice. Bastard kept eluding me. I knew he got hit hard. But this...
James, do you blame yourself for what happened to him?
We got a lousy job. He knew the risks. But I was his partner. He relied on me.
Το απελευθερώσαμε το memory.
Unstable simulation. We'd better stop for today. All right?
Now? When do I get a chance to pass the damn test? I won't let this go. I can't. I'll finish it, and I'll be back where I belong.
Εμείς είμαστε.
Attention. Dynamic element detected.
Πάμε προς το φως.
James, it's dangerous. It could be projection, not recollection.
What projections? This is my fucking window.
Πήδηξε η Ρέιτσελ.
We recommend staying home. Your mental state is very strained and you need time to recuperate.
How long until I'm back to work?
From 9 to 12 months. Estimates may change.
Fuck!
Χαλάσαμε τη χέστια.
Sarah, fuck.
Μπα, μας κοιτάει
I
ακόμα.
don't know how to say this, but I think I'm admitting guilt.
What happened? Is everything all right? What have you done?
I can't do anything. I have no chance to go back.
James.
No. I'll finish the case. I won't leave it like this, but I won't drag you down with me. I'm sorry for earlier. I'll cover all traces. I can't drag everyone down all the time. You didn't deserve it.
Whew. Wow, that's very kind of you.
Excuse me?
You're such a drama queen sometimes. What did you think, I'd leave it like that? I'll leave you with it? I have a few leads to discuss.
Really?
You think you're the only person in this town who wants to know what's going on?
Let's get busy then.
Εδώ το ρίξαμε το δεντράκι. Έξυπνο αυτό. Να έχεις τα σιρτάρια και τα ντουλάπια μέσα στον τοίχο. Πάμε για investigate πάλι. Πάμε. Πήγαμε.
Where do we start?
Since the Zeppelin crashing into the building right after Green's death is more than just a lucky break.
Lucky?
For us. Definitely not for them. You know exactly what I mean. Let's start with the connection between the Green case and the Icarus shooting.
Ωραία. Σε αυτό το επεισόδιο έχει πολύ dialogue το game, οπότε γι' αυτό δεν μιλούσα. Τώρα πρέπει να βρούμε vanishing points. Και εκείνο έχει δολοφονία του Green με το αερόστατο.
Burn to a crisp.
Was that laughter?
No. So the watch with a photo wasn't evidence of a friendly quarrel between Kovalev and Green?
They were obviously very close.
That damn snake again.
It looks fresh this time. Probably made on the day of the massacre.
Και καλά το πάμε. Ναι, αυτό το σύμβολο και η ημερομηνία εμφανίστηκε στους δύο. Τι σημαίνει? Τι σημαίνει?
That tell you something?
Shit. Too many copper phase conductors with polyvinyl insulation.
What?
I really don't know.
Όχι, δεν είναι αυτό.
The famous psychologist back in the circle of suspects.
More on the periphery. I still don't know how he encrypted the Icarite. Why do something like that?
To avoid answers when your corpse turns up in an inconvenient situation. Chief's errand boy.
I wonder how big his stable was. Motherfuckers. I still can't believe it.
At least their plans will take a while longer. You've identified him. Great.
Yeah, it's a developer named Travis Collette.
Travis Collette. Bonjour, Travis. Travis Collette. Travis
James!
Sorry. Was the toxicology of the rest clean?
Well, I wouldn't say that, but it was normal for this social class.
Sarah, do you have access to the CTC registers?
Just checked. Kovalev Zekarite never made it there, which means that this is another...
This is another final death. They both left this world, and they left behind quite a mess.
Do you think they managed to carry out the plan from Green's letter?
All we know is they gave their lives for it.
Could anyone here know Green and Kovalev were up to something?
Damned good question. Let's check.
Ποιος μπορεί να ήξερε η σκάρωναν ο Γκριν και ο Κόλαλεβ? Η Τζέιν.
Salma again. She might have known something.
Would Kovalev have let her go then?
She could pull strings.
All the more reason for Kovalev to take her down, right?
Την μάλλον ήξερε.
As the chief's trusted man, he must have known about Green's death.
Just what was he looking for here?
Ναι, ήξερε για το θάνατο του Γκριν, αλλά τι ήθελε? Τα plans.
Sarah, can you check what building this is?
How am I supposed to do that? This is just a small section. I need more to work with here. Holy shit. So Dean was buying the blueprints for Green's apartment from Colette. And Colette didn't know about Green's death. And that order not to board Icarus. You think Dean was following the chief's orders?
Μάλλον δούλευε για κάποιον άλλον.
Can't rule out that Dean was working for someone else.
Like who? And what the hell do Green's plans have to do with it?
Let's focus on the second question.
You think we missed something at Green's?
Everything points to that.
As long as everyone's focused on the riot now, the apartment should be empty.
Great. Let's finish what we started.
Diagnostics complete. Repair cost and fine $938.
Oh, fuck you. And don't wait for me with dinner. Be late.
Ψυχολόγος μας πήρε 900 ευρώ.
After our little nightly talk, I knew I wasn't alone in all this. Sarah may have been only a voice in my earpiece, but it was a voice of integrity and reason, which was what I needed at times, and which could be switched off at other times, and unlike other such voices, without grabbing a bottle.
James, should I send you a sleeping bag? Get a move on. Turn on the camera.
Ήρθαμε
Stand
πάλι εδώ
back.
στο
The feds
Olympus.
secured the entrance.
Could you?
I'm on it.
You get excited when you do something illegal.
I'm in rehab, so don't tempt me.
I'd like to see your file.
I erased it. Good luck with that.
I have my ways.
Ready.
Everything ends where it begins.
You watch too many movies. So what are we looking for?
A red X.
Okay. Any ideas?
Έχει περάσει από εδώ η αστυνομία, έχει κλείσει κάποια μέρη.
And here he scores a few points.
Points? For what?
This engine could push a car up past 120 miles per hour, running on gasoline, on the ground.
You know, it's hard enough to imagine driving on the ground and all, but 120? No, I call bullshit on that one.
Πού να ξέρεις. Τι έχουμε εδώ?
It would be too easy.
Εμείς μάλλον πρέπει να πάμε εδώ πάνω δεξιά. Εδώ τι evidence μάρκαραμε. Τέλος πάντων. Σιγά μην τα καταφέρουν όπως εμείς.
Let's not give up.
Με τη φλώση δεν βλέπω κάπου ποιοι. Καταιγίδα. Εδώ.
You want to talk about what was on the artist's mind? Really? James.
I was curious. Just checking if you're paying attention.
Κυκλωμένη έχει εκείνη την περιοχή δεξιά. Βλέψουμε άλλο ένα πουρο. Α, μάλλον αυτό εδώ κάτω είναι. Ναι. Και τι είναι? Βόλτ είναι. Άδειο. Καλά ρε μπρο, κάτσε να μπεις όλος μέσα.
The fucking safe. Did they just clean it out?
Are you sure it's this safe?
See something else?
Nothing. Empty. Just like my account. Get out.
Can you check what they took?
You know, it's not like I didn't break the law this week, so I'll see.
Wait.
James,
It's not about the safe.
you just said the complete opposite.
I changed my mind.
They took everything out. What do you want us to do? X-ray it?
Great idea.
Why am I saying anything?
Όντως, ας το ρίξουμε ένα X-ray. Να δούμε. Δουλεύει αυτό ή χάλασε? Δουλεύει.
See? Cables lead somewhere.
Probably to the washing machine.
Over. There's some interference. Can you repeat?
Hello?
Yes?
Storm's coming. The electronics are freaking out.
Where do they lead?
What? What? To the electricity. Never mind.
Why such a large generator for such a small safe?
This isn't a generator.
This is a refrigerator.
What? No.
A projector?
Pneumatics. Opens something. Quit screwing around. We still don't know what this device is for. Just keep looking.
Και έχουμε εδώ κι άλλο generator.
Wall is a meter from the safe.
This box could lift several tons.
Maybe it's pumping gel into the roots. Although, it doesn't look connected.
Για να το κλείσουμε. Τώρα είναι κλειδωμένο, ωραία. Δεν μπορούμε να το ανοίξουμε.
We have a card.
Σωστά, η κάρτα.
Bingo. First rich dude's secret wall safe of my career.
You should be a thief.
I'm building my resume.
Good development.
Hey, fuck you. My idea. Push it.
Άρα δεν είναι safe. Αναλόγως στίχος.
James, what is happening?
Sarah?
Και έκλεισε. Και χάσαμε και σήμα μάλλον.
Circling at a private dungeon. And perhaps it holds his stamp collection. This much gel could blow up the Senate. Another victim. Just more questions.
Τι έπαθε αυτός?
Brian Theodore Coven. What are you doing here? If it wasn't for his donations, orphanages in the city would disappear.
Και έχει και ένα τριαντάφυλλο.
A meeting? With the murderer? With Green? Let's check where you came from, Coven.
Πάμε λίγο reconstruct action ή όχι? Όχι, θα κατέβουμε κάτω. Κάτσε εδώ τώρα μπορούμε να αποκαλύψουμε γερά μυστικά.
What?
Κολλήσαμε. Οχ, δεν βλέπω καλά τα πράγματα. Οχ.
Making a mess. Get your act together. Don't you already know who the murderer is?
James?
I tried to, you know.
ακουστικό. Ευτυχώς δεν έσπασε.
I thought you had joined the noble ranks of the dead.
How do you... Who... Where are you?
Why don't we start with where you are?
Όντως, πού είμαστε?
What happened here?
Well, I have bad news. You're late for the party.
Κρυφό πάρτι πλουσίων.
Crushed by a chandelier. Fancy way to go.
Perfect.
The governor. Sans pants. Prestigious guest list. Chris Everson. Even my idiot neighbor has a bumper sticker. Wonder what he thinks about him in the law now. Anna Turner. Used to be a sports writer. We had some interesting interviews when my team was winning. Then she got into politics and became editor of the whole paper. You had your last deadline. He was standing under it. I'll pick him up and find out who it is. Maybe I can lift the chandelier.
Πώς? Α, με reconstruction. Σωστά. Ημιλήθος.
What did you do to deserve your mask? Or maybe you actually wore it every day.
Squid Game. Τι φάση. Εδώ έχουμε τίποτα άλλο. Θα το δούμε μετά βασικά. Για να σηκώσουμε τον πολυέλαιο. Βαρύς.
Okay. Why did he fall? Where's the killer? Chris Everson. He'd sell his own mother for votes.
There was a scandal that he used his mother's illness in the campaign.
Adam Cadis. Why am I not surprised to see you?
Adam Cadis.
Your specialty. What's with these masks? Some subtle differences, but not enough to tell who's who. Or what. Shot. Needs a closer look.
Μπαρούτι. Τον πυροβόλησαν και έπεσε. Τι φάση.
God. There's no movie studio that doesn't kiss his ring. Maybe a little lower.
He influences more people than you think.
What is this?
Τώρα μας μιλάει ο murderer, όχι stranger.
Everybody lies.
They learn to live a lie.
Okay, what happened here? Where's the damn killer? How did they die?
Losing your nerve?
Never mind. He was standing here before the chandelier fell on his head.
Όπλο είχε. Και δεν το βρήκαμε τη φάση.
Who brings a gun to a fancy party?
Fucking lack of culture.
8mm. Sitting here with a loaded gun?
Think twice before inviting a paranoia case.
A shootout started. You probably didn't consider that. You didn't shoot that fucking thing down on your own head.
Are you sure?
You shot the killer. Is that... How do you feel?
Better every minute.
Στο πιάνο, όπως σημαδεύει.
He aimed toward the piano.
Ναι.
Blagojevich, journalistic scum.
Ότι έχουμε άγαλμα. The bar.
Another crime scene, another bar. Clearly, booze is as deadly as they say.
Αχα.
Masks can be symbolic.
Κι άλλη μάσκα.
Maybe members have to earn them.
Για να κλέψουμε τίποτα, κανένα ποτό αυτή τη φορά.
Senator? Here?
Everyone pays for success. Few can really afford it.
Αχα, να είμαστε.
This reminds me of something. I saw one just like it in the safe. Only degenerates can afford to endure prohibition with dignity.
Θα το πάρουμε. Κρίμα. Εδώ τι έχουμε.
I knew a guy who raised money for a movie over 2 shells. She didn't like it and started adding conditions. You can't show it like that. The kiss is too long. Costumes like this aren't appropriate for kids. The boy ended up hanging himself. But she censored articles about it and nobody found out. You? Here? Rachel would be disappointed. But I'm not too surprised.
Όλοι έχουν ονόματα στα τραπέζια τους.
You dressed inappropriately. It was a theme party.
So she was over here. No, fuck it. I'd better start from the beginning. How to quell the masses. Oh, nice. They even think about us after hours.
Well, their plans will have to wait.
She knew what was going on.
And she took part anyway.
Interesting.
This notebook is worth a fortune.
And why did you leave him? What?
And thus, conspiracy theories are born.
Huh?
Weird. The trail ends here. Lots of glass under your feet and nothing around. The killer had plenty of time to cover all traces. Like you got hit by a truck.
Και αυτό σπάσμενα πλευρά. Κράτησε στην και όργανα.
Why so much glass?
Any complaints?
Fuck no. Glass, you, blood. Every piece brings me closer to you. Glass, a lot of shrapnel. Where did it come from? I'll get back to that.
Να βγάλουμε το UV.
He could have believed it all.
What if?
As if he flew over the barrier? It's not everything. Gotta be more. Blagojevich. What do they have to pay him to take all the public's hate? So that was his spot. Shoe print. Maybe he ran? Where was the killer? Shit. Not enough data. Still,
Έτρεξε.
what this asshole was doing.
Πήδηξε.
Did you run away? Why in this direction? It doesn't make sense. Looks too rich for my blood.
Κρατούς το
Broken
μπουκάλι.
bottle? Did you chase the guy with it? I can respect that. Where were you sitting? Maybe the glass shards will show me. Bingo. So you were sitting here. bullets were flying everywhere. What made you do that? That's where you were hiding. Fucking wiring.
Και άρα πίνει. Εδώ πως πάει? Πυροβολάνε εδώ. Μπορεί. Κοιτάει μέσα στο μπουκάλι. Κρύβεται εδώ πίσω.
You've had your chance. No need to run across the middle of it all.
Well, better to do something than nothing at all in a situation like that. Although, as you can see, this is no guarantee of success.
He was done running. He fell limply. Maybe he died in flight.
Η μιντέρ την έφαγε τη σφαίρα, ναι.
Yet something or someone stopped him.
Από πού όμως? Από εκεί. Τι είναι εσύ?
He shot at Blagojevich. Low. Maybe Blagojevich saw Cadis and liked both their odds better. Did you feel a cold sweat on your back?
It would take more than that.
Right. You were lucky with that chandelier shot anyway. Did you do this?
Someone's being paranoid here. It's just fucking wiring.
Which gets in the way of my work. Need more light.
Who's Sarah?
What?
You mumbled her name when you were lying on the ground.
Don't know. I was delirious.
Misery loves
High voltage. Must be powering something big. Let's see what happens when we connect this contraption.
Πάμε λίγο redstone. Εντάξει, θα βουσίζει.
Couldn't we just keep his skeletons in the regular closet like the rest of us?
Να, από πού προήλθαν τα γιαγιά. Εδώ έχουμε, χορευτές, ας το πούμε.
You're left with no desires except to kill. Then it's high time to die indeed. Now I know where the damn glass came from. I thought nothing could surprise me today. Are these the ones I saw in holograms? Let's start with the photos. Yeah, 9mm. And empty. You were shooting blindly at Cadis.
Εδώ αυτός μου δεμένος. Ποιος είναι?
No, you. They slaughtered him and bled him for fun.
Μάλλον. Rich things.
Is it an Icarite? No. It's impossible. It must be some kind of imitation.
Are you sure?
It's time for pictures of your friend.
Αυτή ποια είναι?
Senator Patricia Terrence. Oh, this is rich. They've been trying to make her out to be a terrorist for decades because she wanted to change the world. It turns out that they're all on one payroll. Wound looks burnt. Someone was shooting at close range.
Νομίζω την πατούσε, ήθελε.
And anything else?
Άρα σερνότανε. Οκ, και την πάρεσαμε από κοντά.
Was she the one who murdered him? Let's start with who the hell that guy is.
You know that by solving this case, you're helping cover it up.
Aren't you tired of these games? What's your point?
I want to help you.
Sure, because you're such a noble guy, right?
On Icarus, you couldn't do the right thing. Let me show you whose side you picked.
How fucking kind of you.
Μας το χτυπάει που το σκοτώσαμε τον άλλον στο κλαμπ.
Pretty much everyone here knows each other. Wonder who painted it.
Want one for the living room?
I'm not sure it matches my couch.
Συλλογή από μάσκες, backstage εδώ.
I think I'm getting the picture. It's not about sex.
About what then?
About culture, obviously.
Σαν ελληνικά είναι, αρχαία ελληνικά. Τελικά αυτό ποιος είναι. Σκανάρουμε τον εγκέφαλο. Αυτό είναι κάποιος ειδήσεις στον έλεγε.
They've always been inseparable. He looks like a victim, but I wouldn't go all in on that.
There can be ecstasy in death.
Μπορεί να είναι και μαζόχας, ναι.
An expensive fetish.
Inks. Για να κάνουμε ένα reconstruct, να δούμε. Όχι, X-ray. Έχει την πνευμόνια του.
Same assailant. Looks like the victim bled out before he got shot. Maybe the killer lost his shit. Lots of moving targets. He had to be in a rush. He could have left additional bullet marks. That kind of trail could help me figure out where he was firing from.
Κάπου από εδώ λίγα.
Same weapon as before.
Στήρας. Εδώ τι έχουμε.
It went straight through. Another casualty of your sick shit.
Imitation made from eco marble.
I admire all forms of art, especially when it helps to establish a shooting position.
Κεφάλι από αυτό το άγαλμο, οκ. Από εδώ. Τόσες σφαίρες που τις έφαγε. Ξέρουμε.
Who are you?
Aspiring liaison. How am I doing? Am I as good as that Sara of yours?
Αυτός τι έφαγε. Αυτός έφαγε κατά λάθος. Ή όχι. Απλά μίσαρο άλλος. Να τα μάθουμε. Να δούμε.
Suddenly a shooter appears and takes out our star.
Και πυροβόλησε και στο κεφάλι του το άγαλμα.
It looks like he almost bled out before you shot him.
Are you suggesting there was more than one killer?
Unlike the rest, this one was murdered voluntarily. However fucked up that sounds. Different blood types.
Presumably, the senator had a pleasurable time with Drake.
Before you got her. She was bleeding like hell.
Α, οκ. Άρα ήταν και αυτή στο κρεβάτι. Να δούμε, ήτανε.